Hey, folks, welcome back to the Jason Wright Show. Today, we're diving into one of the toughest two-letter words in the English language, especially in the workplace. What's that word? No. The reflexive yes. I want to start with a quote from Anne Lamott. No is a complete sentence. Yet we feel so weak saying it. It makes us feel guilty. When a boss asks us to do something, we fear loss. We fear that they won't ask us again, or they'll move on to someone else who's always willing to say yes, elevating that person in their mind and not us. It's a fear of insubordination, but more deeply, it's a fear of losing perceived value. This is a struggle I've had for years, but at the tender young age of 51, I think I'm finally moving past this chronic reflexive yes. Every time someone asks me to do something, everyone asks me to commit to an engagement, to go out or something like that. I'm getting better at saying, nah, no. It doesn't just apply at work, or it doesn't just apply in social settings with friends. Sometimes it actually creeps into the marriage. My wife is a really, really big yes person. She will reflexively say yes to almost anything, especially to one certain friend of ours, and we'll just leave this friend unnamed, regardless of the stress or toil it may cause my wife and those who have to support her in whatever the exercise is. One day we were getting ready for a wedding, and my wife, already at the church with the wedding party, she called me and she said, I need a favor. I need you to go to this certain friend's mother's home and FaceTime me. I want you to look around for this certain shirt, and whenever you found it, I want you to get it and I want you to bring it to the church. Now, here's the thing. I adore my wife. I will do anything for her, full stop. But this wasn't for her. This was me doing something for her friend, the one who she always bends over backwards for. This would have caused me stress and, more importantly, frustration toward my wife, which I never wanted. I would have been late to the wedding, in which I think that's just terribly rude, and it just wouldn't have been good. So, one simple yes was set to cause an entire cascade of frustration and resentment. So, I just very sweetly said, sweetheart, no, I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to do that. And you know what? She wasn't angry at me. Not at all. In fact, she later told me she was glad I said no. It made her realize her own reflexive yes syndrome. Now, here's how you build equity into your no. Let's go back to the workplace. You'll be amazed at the respect the word no garners. It's a low key, discreet signal that you, one, value your time, two, you value your worth, and three, you think it's some secure and high level that others may not. If your boss doesn't respect you for saying no, then maybe that's not a boss you want to work for. I know that's a bold take and can be kind of risky, but the truth usually is. You have to have credibility. Saying no comes easier with credibility. So, how do we build equity into our no? Well, it's pretty straightforward. When we do say yes, we crush it. We make sure we are fully engaged in working toward excellence. We let people know that when we say yes, it's a lock. Success is an absolute lock. That's the only outcome. While I like the idea of let your yes be yes and your no be no in the modern world, this can be kind of tough and require some explanation. Clayton Christensen, the author of the business school classic, The Innovator's Dilemma. One time his boss came to him and asked him to come in on a Saturday. And Clayton very calmly replied to his boss, I'm sorry, I can't do that. I've made a commitment to my family that I won't work Saturdays. I devote it to them. Boss goes away, comes back, said, okay, Clayton, no problem. We've got the team to come in on Sunday. Clayton Christensen, who was a devout Mormon, said, oof, I'm sorry once again, but I can't do that either. You see, I have a commitment to my faith on Sundays. That's a day of worship for me, so I won't be able to come in Sunday either. It was a bold move, but eventually he was respected for it, and now he had set his own boundaries. Now, here's the conclusion I want you to draw from all this. If you don't set boundaries for yourself, most likely someone else is going to. And here's the real problem with that. If you don't set your own boundaries and you allow others to set the boundaries instead, their boundaries will most likely feel like a prison to you. So here's what I suggest. Set clear boundaries. Know when to say no. Earn the right to say no because when your yes comes through, it's going to be a strong yes that everyone is going to be so glad to hear. And then secondly, use the space within your own boundaries the way you want to use it for productivity, for your family, or for the things that drive your passion in your life. I'm Jason, and I'm out.